You think those drinks are safe? That morning glass of orange juice, that cup of green tea, that dairy milk on your cereal? I'm about to show you something your doctor probably doesn't know, something the beverage industry certainly doesn't want you to know. Right now, as you sit here watching this, your kidneys might be silently screaming for help. And the culprit could be sitting in your refrigerator. Not tomorrow, not next month, today. My name is Dr. Kent. For 20 years, I've watched kidney disease destroy lives. Worse, I've watched preventable kidney disease destroy lives. Kidney disease that started with drinks, simple, trusted, everyday drinks. But here's what surprised even me during my research. These aren't random accidents. These are predictable patterns. Once you understand the mechanism, once you see the pattern, the solution becomes obvious. Now, I need you to listen to this very carefully. Type "I'm here" in the comments if you're taking notes, because what I'm about to reveal, you won't find on most kidney health websites. You'll find it in peer-reviewed journals that most doctors never read. And more importantly, you'll see it in the patterns of my patients. Real people, people just like you. 4 beverages are stealing your kidney function, but 3 heroes are waiting to help you get it back. You might be shocked to learn that one of them is probably in your kitchen right now. Before we reveal those heroes, I need to walk you through the villain narrative. And this matters more than you think, because understanding the why changes everything. Let me start with Margaret. Margaret is 73 years old. She's a retired nurse. For 37 years, she worked in hospitals. She saw kidney disease devastate patients. She knew the statistics. Yet something was happening inside her body that she never saw coming. Margaret started noticing something odd about 2 months ago. Her wedding ring felt loose, her arms looked thin. Not thin like exercise, thin like wasting. She called me concerned. Her A1C was fine, her blood pressure was fine, her basic kidney markers were fine, but something deeper was wrong, so we looked deeper. 4th culprit, energy drinks. Here's what happens immediately. The sugar load is catastrophic. 40 to 55 grams per can. Some versions contain 78 grams. That's 20 teaspoons of pure sugar. The American Heart Association recommends maximum 6 to 9 teaspoons daily. A single drink delivers more than triple that. But it's not just the sugar. The caffeine creates a synergistic assault. 160 to 300 milligrams per can. Some reach 350 milligrams. That's nearly your entire daily allowance in one drink. Now, here's what nobody explains correctly. It's not addition, it's multiplication. The sugar overwhelms your kidney filters. Simultaneously, caffeine spikes your blood pressure. Your kidneys now work against 2 simultaneous attacks. One directly overloading the filtration system. One creating hydraulic pressure that forces protein through the filter walls. Add taurine to this combination. Add artificial colors. Add phosphorus additives. You've created a perfect storm. A 2025 case report documented a healthy 20-year-old man, 6 energy drinks daily for 1 week. 1 week. He developed acute kidney injury, AKI. His kidneys had to be supported because they couldn't filter waste. But wait, here's what makes this even more critical. Energy drinks consistently show up as the leading beverage cause of acute kidney injury in emergency departments. The highest level of research evidence, not theoretical. Actual hospitalizations. Margaret had never drunk energy drinks. So we continued investigating 3rd culprit, dairy milk. This was the breakthrough. Margaret had always been told dairy was healthy, calcium and protein. Exactly what she needed. Exactly what her bones needed. But here's what the dairy industry doesn't emphasize. Milk contains something your aging kidneys struggle to process. Phosphorus, 1 glass of 2% milk contains 250 milligrams. Potassium follows immediately after, 383 milligrams per glass. For a healthy kidney, this is routine. But Margaret's kidneys weren't at full capacity anymore. She was in stage 2 chronic kidney disease. Not advanced, but enough that the mineral load started creating problems. Excess phosphorus in the bloodstream does something insidious. It disrupts bone calcium metabolism. Calcium starts depositing in arteries instead of bone. Your blood vessels turn into hardened pipes. Your heart disease risk increases dramatically. Meanwhile, excess potassium creates something more immediately dangerous: heart rhythm disturbances. I'm not overstating this. Dangerously irregular heartbeats, potentially leading to cardiac arrest. This is core nephrology. This is what kidney specialists know. Margaret's kidney function was declining, but the mineral accumulation was already creating secondary problems. Her bones were becoming brittle. Her arteries were calcifying. She was caught in a vicious cycle created by a simple belief: dairy equals health. Second culprit: sugary sweetened beverages, SSB. This includes soda, of course, but also sweetened iced tea, fruit punch, sports drinks. The pattern here is fructose metabolism. Fructose triggers blood sugar spikes with particular intensity. It also generates uric acid as a metabolic byproduct. Uric acid is directly toxic to kidney cells. A 2024 UK Biobank study, nearly 200,000 people, one sugary drink daily. 45% increased risk of chronic kidney disease. But here's the shocking twist. Diet sodas showed even worse outcomes. 52% increased risk. The artificial sweeteners created problems their own way. Margaret drank one diet soda daily. She thought she was outsmarting the sugar, but she was actually entering a higher risk category than regular soda drinkers. The research was clear. Her daily diet soda wasn't helping her kidneys. It was likely accelerating their decline. First culprit: alcohol. Now, this one is complicated. A massive 2023 analysis combined 11 separate studies, over 14.6 million people. The results showed something puzzling. Light drinking of 12 grams per day or less was associated with 13% lower protein in urine compared to non-drinkers, a protective effect. But heavy drinking of 36 to 60 grams daily increased protein in urine risk by 9%. The J curve: protective at low doses, harmful at higher doses. But here's what every researcher emphasized: these results are counterintuitive. They don't mean you should drink for kidney protection. The protective window is impossibly narrow, too easy to cross into harmful territory. And this protection vanishes completely if you have existing kidney disease. Margaret drank 2 glasses of wine nightly. She thought she was protecting her heart, but at her kidney disease stage, she was accelerating the degeneration. At higher doses, alcohol wages a two-pronged attack. First, dehydration. It increases urine output, reduces blood flow to your kidneys, forces kidneys to work in a low fluid state. Simultaneously, it raises blood pressure. A direct assault on your kidney filters. At Margaret's stage, this was devastating. Now, let me show you what 3 months of tracking revealed. Margaret's kidney function started at approximately 58%. After 3 months avoiding these beverages, after understanding the mechanisms, after making deliberate choices about what to drink, her kidney function stabilized at 57%. Not dramatic improvement, but stabilization. For someone in stage 2 CKD, stabilization is victory. Continued decline is the default outcome. But Margaret didn't just change what she drank. She changed what she drank instead. And this is where the real story emerges. Third hero beverage, black coffee. I know this surprises people. Coffee has suffered from decades of health warnings. But the research is now clear. A massive 2021 meta-analysis. Over 500,000 individuals. 12 separate research studies combined. Coffee drinkers had 14% lower risk of developing CKD. Those consuming 2 or more cups showed even greater protection than lighter drinkers. The same analysis found 18% lower risk of end-stage kidney disease, requiring dialysis, requiring transplant, dialysis, transplant. Coffee drinkers also showed 19% lower protein in urine, and remarkably, 28% lower death risk related to kidney disease. The mechanism is elegant. Coffee contains powerful antioxidants, chlorogenic acid, and melanoidins. These fight the inflammation that threatens kidney cells. At the cellular level, caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in kidney blood vessels. Vessels dilate, blood flow increases, filtration becomes more efficient. But here's the critical caveat. I need to be absolutely clear about this. Your genetics matter enormously. A gene called CYP1A2 determines how quickly you metabolize caffeine. Slow metabolizers retain caffeine longer. They face higher risks from excessive consumption. This is why the protocol matters. Not unlimited coffee, specific amounts, specific timing, black coffee only. The strategy is simple. First, drink it black. Creamers add heavy minerals. Sugar adds fructose. Both cancel the benefits. Second, have your last cup before 2 p.m. Late day caffeine disrupts sleep. Poor sleep indirectly harms kidneys. Third, use paper filters instead of metal. Metal filters allow certain compounds through that can raise cholesterol, potentially stressing your cardiovascular system. Margaret switched from dairy cappuccinos to black coffee. 1 cup at breakfast, 1 cup at mid-morning. She stopped all afternoon consumption. Within 2 weeks, she reported feeling clearer, more alert, not jittery, not over-caffeinated. She had found her genetic sweet spot. Second hero beverage, green tea. Our next hero is familiar, but to understand its true power, we need to look beyond the leaf, focus on the compound it delivers. EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate, a powerful antioxidant. According to major meta-analysis, this is the real hero of the story. EGCG operates with brilliant defensive strategy. First, it acts as an elite firefighting squad. It neutralizes the chronic inflammation that damages kidney tissue. But it's not just damage control. It then rebuilds your defenses. EGCG activates master switches in your cells, reinforcing their internal antioxidant shields against future attacks. Does this cellular level activity translate to real-world results? The most powerful evidence comes from Mendelian randomization research. These studies examine people born with genetic variants that make them naturally drink more tea. Since genetic differences are inherited randomly, researchers can isolate tea's actual effects. The results are clear. Each additional cup of tea daily nearly 20% lower risk of developing CKD stages 3 to 5, significantly better kidney function overall. Even more remarkably, higher tea consumption showed 24% lower protein in urine. Real-world data backs up these genetic insights. A 2025 analysis of over 17,000 people with kidney disease from the NHANES database, those in early CKD stages who drank up to 4 cups of tea daily, 11% lower risk of death from any cause compared to non-tea drinkers. If you're concerned about kidney stones, a 2019 study delivered striking results. Among women with calcium-rich urine prone to stones, those who drank green tea daily had 0 cases. 0. Of the most common kidney stone type, compared to 42% of non-tea drinking women. But prepare to be shocked. How you brew this matters enormously. Food chemistry shows boiling water can destroy the delicate EGCG compounds. To maximize their power, let your water cool slightly before brewing. You can re-steep the same leaves 2 to 3 times throughout the day. Fresh antioxidants with each brew, reducing waste. But here's the deception to avoid. Most bottled green teas are simply sugary beverages in disguise. The sugar load completely cancels any potential benefit. Now, I need to be crystal clear about something. If you're taking warfarin, blood-thinning medication, green tea, and warfarin interact, the vitamin K in green tea can interfere with your medication's effectiveness. If you're on thyroid medication like levothyroxine, green tea can reduce absorption. Talk to your doctor before adding green tea. If you have kidney stones currently, the high oxalate content in green tea can cause problems. Discuss with your healthcare provider. Margaret had been a coffee drinker her entire life, skeptical about tea, but the research was compelling. She started with green tea in the afternoon, replacing her diet soda habit. 1 small cup, let cool slightly. Re-steep the leaves. 1 cup became her afternoon ritual. Within 1 month, she noticed her energy was more stable. No afternoon crashes, no sugar crashes, no caffeine jitters. Her body was receiving antioxidants instead of artificial sweeteners. But the real hero beverage, the one that surprised my research, the one sitting in most people's refrigerators. First hero beverage, homemade lemon water. Behind this simple facade lies a highly effective biochemical agent. Its benefit has nothing to do with detoxing, everything to do with one crucial compound, citrate. The most common kidney stones form when calcium and oxalate particles pair up in urine. Citrate is the great disruptor. It binds with calcium first, forms a new compound that stays dissolved. By intercepting calcium, it leaves oxalate with no partner. No stone forms. Citrus-based drinks like lemonade gently raise urine pH, making it more alkaline, less hospitable to certain kidney stones, particularly uric acid stones that thrive in acidic conditions. A 2021 clinical trial followed 203 patients with recurrent calcium oxalate stones for 2 years. One group added 120 milliliters of fresh lemon juice daily. The control group followed standard diet alone. The study confirmed that lemon water significantly improved citrate levels in those who needed it most. A 2017 meta-analysis reviewed multiple clinical trials. Consuming citrus products like lemon leads to significant protective increase of citrate levels in urine. The disruptors are reporting for duty. The effective dose is simple. Juice of half a lemon in a glass of water each day. But critical distinction: homemade lemon water. Commercial lemonades are often just sugar delivery systems, not heroes. Culprits: fresh lemons contain higher citrate levels. Always. Drink through a straw to protect tooth enamel from citric acid. Rinse your mouth with plain water afterward to neutralize acidity. Now, here's what I need to tell you. If you have kidney stones currently, lemon water is potentially problematic. The high oxalate content in lemon can worsen existing stones. Wait until stones are resolved. If you're on loop diuretics like furosemide, excessive water intake can create electrolyte imbalances. Discuss with your doctor. If you have advanced kidney disease, any significant change to your fluid or electrolyte intake needs medical oversight. Margaret implemented the lemon water protocol. Half a lemon, 1 glass of water, morning ritual, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. She noticed something unexpected. Her morning routine felt medicinal, intentional. She wasn't just drinking something. She was administering a treatment. The psychology of that shifted her perspective on her entire kidney health journey. Now I want to walk you through what happens when you implement these 3 hero beverages, what to expect. This matters enormously because the real you, the Margaret sitting in your home, will face obstacles. Understanding what's coming helps you push through. Expectation setter for the full protocol. Week 1, you'll pee more, significantly more. The increased water intake and the diuretic effect of green tea and coffee means bathroom visits increase. It's annoying, it's inconvenient, it's working. Your kidneys are being flushed, toxins are being cleared, but urges are frequent. This is temporary. Don't interpret it as a problem. Interpret it as confirmation the protocol is active. Week 2, you'll notice your energy stabilizing. No afternoon crashes. No sugar spikes followed by crashes. Your blood vessels are beginning to receive better support. Inflammation is starting to reduce. You might feel clearer mentally. The EGCG in green tea has been shown to support cognitive function. Benefits extend beyond kidney health. Week 3. This is the breakthrough week. By week 3, most people report meaningful changes. Not dramatic changes, but changes they can feel. Their skin looks clearer, they sleep slightly better, they feel less joint stiffness. These aren't kidney specific benefits. These are systemic benefits of reduced inflammation. This is the week people get excited. This is the week they call their friends. This is the week they almost believe this will work. Week 4 and beyond. Kidney function improvements take months to measure, but the habits are now anchored. You've seen enough benefit to make this feel like truth. You've experienced enough change to believe your body is responding. And research shows that by month 4, kidney function markers often start improving. Protein in urine decreases. Glomerular filtration rate stabilizes or improves. The science catches up with your experience. Margaret followed this expectation setter exactly. Week 1, she complained about bathroom frequency, but she'd been told to expect it, so she accepted it. Week 2, she felt the mental clarity. Week 3, she reported to me that she felt better than she had in years. Week 4, her kidney function stabilized, but more importantly, she'd become an expert in her own treatment. 3 months later, Margaret's kidney function had stabilized at 57%. Not dramatic improvement. Stability is victory in stage 2 CKD. Her markers showed less protein in urine. Her blood pressure had decreased. Her calcium levels had normalized. Her medication regimen had actually decreased. Her doctor reduced one of her kidney protecting medications because her numbers had improved sufficiently. But there's more to this story. Let me tell you about David. David is 68, a businessman, demanding schedule, frequent travel, airports, and hotel rooms. David was living on energy drinks, convenience, speed, quick caffeine boost. He'd been doing this for 15 years. Slowly, his kidneys were declining. He was in stage 3 CKD. His daughter noticed something. He was thinner, tired, despite constant caffeine. His trips to the bathroom had become disruptive. She researched kidney disease. She brought him to me. David's turning point came when he understood the mechanism, not fear, understanding. He could see the cascade, cold water, stress response, cortisol release, glucose dump, elevated blood sugar, kidney stress. Once he understood the domino chain, he couldn't unknow it. He couldn't pretend energy drinks were just a lifestyle choice. He could see them as kidney attacks. David implemented the protocol, but his version looked different. He'd always been a black coffee guy, so black coffee felt natural. He struggled with green tea initially, but he persisted. By week 3, he was actually enjoying it. His energy was stable, predictable, better than the caffeine roller coaster energy drinks had created. His case showed something important. Compliance improves when people understand why. When they can see the mechanism, David became obsessive about monitoring his water intake, his hydration status, his kidney function. 4 months into the protocol, David's kidney function stopped declining, stabilized, then improved slightly. His doctor was shocked. Typical stage 3 CKD progresses inexorably. David had reversed the trend through beverage choices alone. Last story, Patricia. Patricia is 75, grandmother, 9 grandchildren. She spends her days with them. She'd been on dialysis for 2 years, already in end-stage renal disease. When people ask if the protocol can reverse dialysis, the answer is no. But it can slow progression. It can improve quality of life. It can make the difference between rapid decline and functional stability. Patricia couldn't stop dialysis, but she could optimize everything else. She could stop consuming beverages that accelerated her kidney decline. She could switch to beverages that supported her remaining function. She could give her 2 remaining kidney function percent every advantage. Patricia implemented the protocol. For her, this meant avoiding everything that would stress her residual function. She stopped all sugary beverages, all energy drinks. She reduced dairy to minimal amounts. She actually enjoyed coffee and green tea. Lemon water became part of her routine. 3 months into this, Patricia reported feeling stronger, better quality of life, less fatigue. Her dialysis technician noted her blood work had improved, more stable. Her remaining kidney function stayed stable instead of declining. For someone in ESRD, stability is remarkable. Patricia's case illuminated something critical. This isn't just about preventing kidney disease. It's about optimizing whatever kidney function you have, whatever stage you're at. The beverages matter. Now, here's something important. Before making any significant changes to your daily routine, especially if you have existing health conditions or take medications, consult with your healthcare provider. Your kidneys are unique. What works for Margaret might need adjusting for you based on your medical history, your current kidney function, your individual risk factors. These protocols work best as part of broader healthy lifestyle. Stay consistently hydrated throughout the day. Maintain balanced diet rich in whole foods. exercise regularly, manage stress effectively. No single beverage is a magic bullet. Kidney health is built through consistent, smart daily choices. But here's what I want you to hear: you have more control than you think. Every beverage decision is a vote for your kidney health or against it. These aren't random accidents. These are predictable patterns. Once you understand the pattern, the solution becomes clear. I saved something for the end. Something that might surprise you. Something that contradicts common kidney health advice. The number one reason people fail kidney disease prevention, they think they have to suffer. Deprivation, restriction, bitter herbs, bland meals, hospital food. They think kidney health requires misery. But look at Margaret. She enjoyed her morning coffee. She looked forward to her afternoon green tea. She felt sophisticated with her lemon water ritual. She wasn't white-knuckling through restriction. She was replacing unhealthy beverages with beverages she actually enjoyed. That's sustainable. That's real. You now have 3 hero beverages. You understand the 4 culprits. You've seen real people implement this. You've seen their results. 3 months, stabilization, improvement, better quality of life. It's time to make your choice. Now I want to turn this conversation over to you. Based on everything I've shared today, what is the one change you're considering making in your daily routine? Let the community know in the comments below. Your journey can inspire others. Seriously. Someone reading your comment might be the person who finally understands, who finally changes, who finally protects their kidneys. Hit the like button. Tell me you watched until the end. Type "I'm ready" if you're committing to this protocol today. Share this video with one person: your mother, your father, your spouse, your sibling, someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe and turn on the bell icon. Next week, I'm revealing something even more critical: the specific supplement combination that research shows can reverse early-stage kidney disease. And the 2 popular supplements that are actually worsening your kidney function. You won't want to miss that. But more importantly, check out the video on screen. We cover all the signs of kidney failure, how to recognize them, how to take action immediately if needed. The earlier you catch kidney disease, the more you can do to keep things under control. See you there. Stay informed, stay healthy. Your kidneys are counting on you